So it sounds like we'll be talking a lot of immigration today. There was a 50-minute long meeting apparently at the White House about the immigration, I guess, negotiation as part of the budget deal. And because Trump did not, I guess, vomit on himself, or I'm not sure what it is, he was deemed to be as presidential as one could hope for. But as a sort of a side note, down in Arizona, the Arizona Senate race to replace Jeff Flake has a new contender, and Fox News is going to get to the bottom of this. Here's Joe Arpaio talking about his qualifications to be senator.
With your long career as a sheriff, what part of that experience would be helpful in the U.S. Senate?
Well, 24 years as the sheriff fighting the drug and illegal immigration problem, which got me in trouble. I've had the Obama and Holder zeroing in on me. Took them 8 years to get me on a contempt misdemeanor. So I'll be talking more about that, but in the future. But don't forget,
that's the posit. So just if you're keeping track at home, part of his credentials to be a senator is he's got a contempt of court citation, but it took 8 years to get it. So
for racial profiling, right?
Yeah, exactly.
55 years in law enforcement. I was a director in Mexico City, South America, Turkey, you name it. So I wasn't just a sheriff. So I'm going to take all the experience that I've gathered in my career and use it in the Senate.
Do you think you would be using that experience, it would be helpful to help drain the swamp? Because ultimately, during the commercial, you said that Donald Trump was a heroic figure to you, and he wants to drain the swamp. If you were in the Senate, would you do that as well?
Pause it for a second. Do you think there are people who are working on that show who go like, wow, man, we just, that was a real question that was just asked. He just got out there and he asked, do you think you can drain the swamp? And then to try and make the question more understandable, he sort of provided context because Donald Trump likes to drain the swamp and you like Donald Trump, so...
It's a syllogism.
Yeah.
As well?
Oh, I'd have a lot of fun. I'm an independent guy. There's no rubber stamps, but the president and I have a good relationship, and that's going to be good for Arizona and for our country. And there's a lot of people that do not want me to go to Washington, including a few Republicans, but that's okay.
Right.
Well, one of them is the guy who's got the job right now. Jeff Flake said yesterday he was asked whether or not he would support you, and he said, no. He's not the best forward for Republicans. How would you like to respond to Senator Flake?
Well, I'm not going to get into his personal situation. That's another issue. But
Pause it. What is Jeff Flake's personal situation?
I think there are rumors in like the recesses of the right that he's gay.
Is that what Arpaio is talking about?
I honestly can't imagine anything else. I mean, what else would he be referring to? Or like his personal situation that he doesn't overtly hate Mexicans.
I'm not going
to get into that. He's not overtly racist, Steve. And look, I'm not going to go to the gutter on that.
Douchey, I'm not going to gay bash right now, but...
Another issue, but I know he doesn't like me, but who cares? He's not running. He's saying that I'm not going to last more than a month, that I'll leave. Well, what about him leaving? Yeah. He didn't have the guts to face the people to get reelected. At least I got the guts to face all the detractors, Democratic Party, you name it. So he can have his opinion, I got mine, but it doesn't bother me at all.
Well, I tell you what, nobody's got better name recognition down in Arizona than Senator Joe Arpaio.
Right, that's right. He's infamous for being a sheriff who was borderline criminal.
Oh, I don't think very borderline.
I like the way he says guts. That's someday that's what I'm going to aspire to.
Hey, Sam. Hey, Sam.
Oh, and we should also say that it's not the Obama administration that convicted or somehow got him. It was a federal judge who issued an injunction that a judge who had no ties to the Obama administration.
Can I borrow $30?
Nominated by Bush, and it was just a court case that someone else brought. The U.S. government brought it. It was a Mexican tourist with a valid visa who sued Arpaio.
I mean, this guy is so bad, it's almost hard to make jokes about him.
Here's something I would like to see him win the primary. That would be funny.
Check out. Wait, do people actually know how evil this man is? Which is a piece in August in Current Affairs about Joe Arpaio, and I mean, it will extending what Jamie's saying. I mean, it's all of these people are obscene, but there are degrees of difference, and he's at like these. I mean, he's rotten.
If there's any justice in this world, he will be made to die in one of his own jails, living in a tent in his torture prison.
Wearing pink
panties.
Right.
Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos